Good morning, or is it afternoon yet? I don't know. Late morning. I'm going to do the frugal tip of the day now because I have a lot of stuff to do, unpacking and sorting and cleaning and more unpacking and sorting and cleaning. Slowly getting there. But I had to stop and eat. I'm going to do some poached eggs. And I don't know if you saw that movie, Julie and Julia, but there's a scene where the young woman, Julie, who's cooking through all of Julia Child's recipes for an entire year and blogging about it. That was one of my favorite movies. Meryl Streep, oh my god. I love her. Anyway, so she was trying to poach eggs, and she kept cracking them directly into the water, and they would break apart, and I was like, no, use a coffee cup and slide it in, dude. And they figured it out, of course, but it was, you know, one of the humorous parts. So you can use a ramekin like this, or coffee cup if that's easier, because then you can grab the handle, you won't burn your hand, and you just kind of, you got the water at a, you know, see it's a little bubbling, but it's not boiling, but it's steaming hot, because I cooked a little bit of spinach, because I'm going to do some vegetables, some green vegetables for a change, and because my main vegetable lately has been like stuff like, you know, potatoes and pasta, which is, you know, technically that's a, well, alright, so you put them in there, and I stick a tiny bit of white vinegar, just like a teaspoon or two. Some people do, some people don't, but you put the lid on and set the timer for, I do 3 minutes because I like them a little runny. Just want the whites firmed up. Over here I'm making sugar water for my hummingbird feeder because some ants got into it. They're still coming to eat from it, but it's, you know, it needs to be replenished with some fresh stuff. So I read you just have to melt it and get it hot, not boil it, because it just needs to be dissolved enough and then cooled, of course. So I'm doing that now, so I can get that done before it gets up in the 80s this afternoon. It was so humid this morning, then it started to rain, and I was like, my whole body was like, no, because I'm a human barometer, and I get some hives sometimes, and I get tingling and aches and pains before it rains. And Maine is probably not the best place for that because the weather is constantly changing. But, and for a frugal tip, what I'm doing here, I put a tiny pat of butter in here, and I use this lemon juice, the Italia lemon juice. It's sold in the produce section at my grocery store. Because, you know, I don't always have fresh lemons on hand. Sometimes I forget that they're in the fridge, and I'll open up and like, oh, look at all these rotted lemon and lime. Ugh. Can't keep them on the counter because they really disintegrate in this weather quickly. Because it's just so humid. And I have to put my bread in the freezer in the summer, and my butter in the fridge, and in the winter I leave it out in a butter dish. But no, not today. And I've got some things here. I'm going to be making some pumpkin wine. I was looking for my can of pumpkin. I had 2 of them. I used one for a stew, an African peanut stew, and I can find every canned good that I have, you know, beans, tomatoes, soups, all that. And I'm like, can I put pumpkin spice jello pudding in my wine? I've got apple juice as the base, you know, and I'm going to do fall spices, cinnamon, and oh, it's the sugar. You got to use a lot of sugar. I use golden raisins and seedless regular raisins, and I did that with the dandelion wine, and it works really well. And I put it in a fermenting bucket for like a week. Then I siphoned off into a 1-gallon carboy. I probably need a smaller fermenting bucket because mine's 5 gallons, so I either need a bigger carboy or a smaller fermenting bucket. Bigger carboy would be good, because then I'd have like 5 gallons of wine. I could give tons of it away to my friends. So anyway, I'm just gonna fish out these eggs soon, put them on some cheese, and, you know, maybe a bed of spinach. I gotta strain the spinach water out, but that's it. You know, no hollandaise sauce today. I know how to make it, but I got too much to do. Have a good day.